Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video, and this is, what, episode 9 of me trying to build my house? But today, I have kind of a surprise for everyone. So let's take Sheepdog with us, and you'll notice what the surprise is when I go and turn my head. I have added ladders. No, I really just improved up here. This is where I plan on putting my library. And so I decided to get a little jump start on it now so that I have time to build it later. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But I really just want to get my house built. I want it built, I want to live in it, and I want to not have to worry about anything. But obviously it's a little bit difficult because, I mean, there's just so much to do. I mean, really. What is going on down there? Oh, Sheepdog's using the door. He's a smart dog. I don't know if you guys knew that. He's a very smart and intelligent dog. We're just gonna clean up this stuff just a little bit more. And hopefully, get a floor down. I got a bunch of resources, which is great for me. What I plan on doing here is I want to put these leaves to use. I don't really have anything good for them. So what I'm going to do today is start work on my library. I'm kind of ashamed of this. I don't have any books. I have a couple pieces of paper because I've made a couple of pieces of paper, but I don't have any books to use with that paper. So I'm not doing the best financially. I kind of want to do a band of this going around. So what if I place that there? Do that. I go around like this. Think that'll look good? Oh, shoot! That's too close. Darn! I'm gonna just have to keep it like this. Oh no! Wait. There's nothing there. I can just do that. Awesome. Okay. So I don't really have much of a plan for the walls here. I just know I want like a trim going across that's just a little bit in height, right? Like I'm thinking 2 blocks would kind of work, make it look a little bit nicer. But I wanted to kind of break it up from what I've done previously. Because if you look at other rooms of my house, I use this oak wood as like the barrier almost, not barrier. But I use it for something completely different than what it's like supposed to be used for. No. I do know what I use it for. I use it for supports. I use it for support structures, and I feel like that's kind of overused in a way. Like everyone does that. Everyone uses oak wood for supports. I mean, I'm not really gonna stand out if I just do the exact same thing everyone else is doing, right? So, I figure, why not make them accent pieces? Or accent wood. So that's what I'm doing here today, or like right now at least, because I really hope I have enough wood. I mean, the walls are going to be covered anyway, mostly, with other stuff. But I do like having like a giant open window over here. I think that could look very nice. I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit and make it look a little nicer. I kind of destroyed more than I needed, didn't I? That kind of looks okay, right? I can just fill in this spot over here with whatever, because no one's going to see that. But as you can see, there are just these large holes in the floor where the roof sits. So I'm going to have to go back down here and fix that. Hi, sheepdog. You've been waiting for me? He doesn't like it down here. He really does not like it. He'd much rather be upstairs with me building. At least I hope he does. Look at him, shifty-eyed. But yeah, what was I down here for? Oh yeah, leather. And paper? I also need glass and something for the floor, so I think I'm gonna get some. I already have birchwood in my inventory. Okay, I think I'm going crazy. I don't have any glass, but I do have birchwood. I think for this one, I want to kind of do something like that down there with the birchwood and normal birch. But I think this time I'm going to I don't want to waste that much wood. I think I'm just going to do a normal pattern. Maybe interlace it with some oak wood instead. Oh, you know, actually what we could do is... So, I have this kind of rounded off at the corners. What if I make it like a ringed thing, like with actual wood? So you know how wood has like layers? I could do something similar with the wood here. I feel like that might look decent enough, but it's going to be kind of tricky. Especially because I don't really have much room to build. I think I'm just going to block it off here and just call that how it is. And I take some of this, and I go through here, and I block this all up. So because this is going to be my library, I need a really good spot for enchanting. And what I think I'm going to do is, since I've already built in this direction, kind of, I think over here is just going to be where the enchantment book is. So I'm going to leave this spot open. And I'm going to throw this wood over here just to get like a nice-ish area. My whole idea with this is like maybe it's maybe like it's another walkway, but it's like in a library. Because I really like those. I really like walkways that also serve like a function, or a purpose, rather. So I'm going to leave very small windows, just enough room for all the books that I'm going to put in here. And maybe I shouldn't make this my library. Maybe I will just keep this as my library. It doesn't really give off library vibes, you know? You know how, like, you walk into a space and you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely a library. Like, I wouldn't really feel like this is that space. Ooh, just barely caught that. Okay. I'm going to grab some fences. Actually, I'm going to make just a little bit more. There you go. I got 11 fences. I think that's enough. But I'm going to put these in the corners here. So that it kind of looks good. That's not even on the same level, is it? No, they're all in, or inset, I guess. Yeah, this looks kind of nice. I think for the ceiling, I might go with like snow, but I don't have any snow. I mean, I do have snow, but I don't have like a lot. So let's just get enough stuff for the glass, and then we'll start work on, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 16. I could have just split it in half. Oh my gosh. But we'll start work on the library, where I'm not really going to worry too much about, like, the interior, because it is all just going to be covered with books eventually. So I'm going to focus more on... Oh, man, I don't know. I really have no clue what I could do for this library. But I'm going to focus a little bit more on stuff other than the books, if that makes sense. So, like the floor, I'm going to make it look all nice. I'm going to have like carpet, make it look all mystical. Look, there's sheepdog watching us sleep. But I think like a nice purple carpet might work. What do you think, sheepdog? What are you doing? I don't think he has any brain cells. I definitely need more sugarcane and leather. Let's just replace that and... Oh, yeah, it has to be in a row. Oh, man. Let's get some more wheat, too, so we can... Because, okay, I kind of have an issue. Just a small, slight issue. It has been a long time since I've played this world. It's been over a week, and my memory does not last that long, especially since I'm also doing schoolwork and stuff. So, what happened? What just happened to you, dude? You can't do that. Scared me. Come on, sheepdog. We're getting you out of this dangerous place. It's still under construction, which is probably why he fell. But I just feel bad. We're gonna get a couple more cows and a couple more sheep. And then the rest of this wheat is for me. Because I need bread. I'm slowly running out of bread very quickly. There we go. 4 more pieces. How joyous. I also need more paper. And then I see some people craft paper like this. I really can't. I always just craft it like this. I just don't know how people do that and are comfortable with it. So there's our bookshelf. Let's do we have any obsidian left? Swear we do. We do not have any obsidian left. Oh man. I was just gonna make an enchantment table now and call it a day. Oh, well, sheepdog. I guess we're just gonna have to do this without the enchantment table. I need more ladders. Ugh. I never really plan anything out. I just start building. As you guys could probably tell. But when I do just start building, I eventually run into things that I like more than if I had made a plan. So like up here, this was going to be my library, but I ended up not liking that in the slightest, and instead thinking that maybe this spot over here should be the library. And I think I like this a whole lot more than I ever would have liked that. So we're just going to dig in through here now. And my idea is, because this is like a 2 wide area, I'm thinking like right about here is where the enchantment table and like I was thinking like an iron what are those things? An anvil, so that I can enchant stuff a little bit easier. And then a couple blocks behind that is where the books will be. Let's get a light on in here. Man, it's like really dark. I don't want mobs to spawn, so we're just going to toss these up in the corners. And I will finish that roof when I get snow, because I really want to use snow, but I don't think it'll work well with, like, glowstone, because I also want to put glowstone up in there. So I think I'm just going to have to compromise and go with, like, wool. But I don't think that would look too terribly bad. Always need to get more coal. There's never a time in my life when I was like, oh, yep, I got enough coal. I don't need any more. Especially not right now, because now is not that time. But let's dig out, I'd say about 3 blocks on each side. so that we have just enough room to start tossing down some blocks. I want this entire room to be covered in bookshelves. Obviously not like the floor or roof, but I think for the roof I want to use black wool since I do have some ink sacks. And then for the floor I want to use magenta, just because I think that could look quite nice. Oh man, we ran into this. We ran into the frickin' stairs. I knew this was gonna happen. This is why I didn't want to build too far out this way. Oh no. How am I ever going to live through this? I think I can just cut in through the corners. It might look good if I just do that. I could almost do like a T shape, if that makes sense. So like around these sides over here, because I am cutting into my stairs, I could kind of bring it in closer to the enchantment table in the back. That way it has even more room. Or I guess not a whole lot more room, but I think I'm just going to have to put in like a basic idea of where I want everything to be first. But that would require more planning. And as I just said, I don't like planning. But I will plan a little bit for the future. I don't know why Sheepdog can't get up here. I think it's because it's ladders, and usually he just follows me up. But because I don't really have like too much space in between the top and bottom floors, I think he's just wandering around downstairs in the furnace room. Which I think is kind of funny, but also kind of mean. Because, like, he's just down there, all by himself. And I'm up here, building a library. Oh man, my pickaxe broke. Well, I gotta go see him anyway, so. I think... Oh, there goes my glowstone, no! I think my best bet is leaving him down here. Because that would kind of help him not get all whiny. Because I feel bad, I really do. I feel horrible when I leave him down there. But I mean, I can't really do much anything else. But let's plan out this ceiling. Let's go... What? 4... Can I make 4 work? Can I? I can't. I can't make 4 work, so 3 is just gonna have to do. This will leave a decent amount of space for, like, room on each side. And then I need to come in... What was that? 2 blocks on this side, and then back. So, I guess let's just fill this part out too, and then work it through our heads. Yeah, so that's 1 bookshelf, 2 bookshelf, and it wraps back around, so cover all of this back up. That means I can destroy this section here. I really did not need that. Well, no, I still do. I still do. Then it just comes in through here. That looks kind of good, I think. And then I'm just going to fill in this like spot up here, just so we have enough room back in through there. And then, oh man, which one would look better? Magenta floor or magenta ceiling? Because I'm really starting to think maybe a magenta ceiling could look cool with like a black carpet down here at the bottom. I think that could look really, really cool. So I'm gonna dig all of this out, and hopefully by the time the cows grow up, I might be able to go in there and just start, you know, taking what I need. But it's gonna be a little bit challenging getting all of the leather. Man, what am I gonna do? What am I actually going to do? They don't look like they've grown much, but I do still need leather. Um, I think I really should just start waiting on like whether or not these crops have fully grown before I harvest them. Because it's not a bad thing if I harvest them too early. But I definitely think I should wait at least a little bit. But on the other hand, I really want cows. I want like enough for me to still have room enough to breed them. So let's go in here. This is probably the worst part of the video. Me just not talking, killing animals. We'll toss the rest of these guys. That looks kind of good, I think. It looks more like a mansion now, which is good if I'm gonna have a manor. Let's give him some steak, some pork chops. These aren't pork chops, that's beef, raw beef. I just fed my dog raw beef. Oh dear. I hope PETA doesn't get after me. I'm kind of considering making the ceiling over here in my extra area have more of a have like a higher gap to it. But I don't know if that would be I don't think that would be a good idea actually, because I really like how it looks right now. Let's put in all of the glass so we can actually see, and then go down here and see if we have any black or magenta. We have a couple ink sacs, which is good. Man, I don't think we have any magenta. We have some light blue, but no magenta. What flower gives us magenta? How did I get magenta? Is it this one? It is. Oh, ooh, or do we want to go with purple? I think purple might be the best. Might be the best bet. Let's just place that back. So let's go through here, try to find something that might work out. We need a lot of dye. Like a fair amount of dye. Oh, I can't do that. I need actual blue dye. Where do we get real blue dye? Lapis. Lapis, right? Dude, it's been so long since I've played an older version of Minecraft. Getting dyes, I completely forgot, was actually so challenging and so difficult and not at all fun. Because if you play now, the only thing you really have to worry about, like, color-wise, is, like, green or brown. But since I'm literally right next to a jungle, I only have to worry about, you know, like, brown. Or green, I mean. Because I just don't need to worry about that stuff. There we go, there's some purple dye. We're gonna go dye some of these sheep. I'm gonna dye 2 of each color, so that I have 2 very nice sheep. And then we're gonna go in here and we're gonna shear all of them. I think I really should have done this before I decided to go anywhere. I don't have any more lapis. I think I'm just going to use the rest of these ink sacs, because, like, other than a book and quill, what are ink sacs actually used for? Why would I ever want ink sacs? Ink sacs aren't even valuable anymore. I mean, you can get black dye from them in newer versions of Minecraft, and I think the only thing you can really use is black dye or a book and quill. Like, there's really nothing there that I actually care about when it comes to getting these things. which I think is really funny because I don't actually want some of these items, but I just get them anyway because they're easy to get. So like black dye, it's pretty easy to get it in older versions of Minecraft because it's like right there anyway. I don't remember which sheep I sheared. Oh no. We'll do that one. Do this one. Do you. I need one more. There's another one. There's that one. I really don't know which sheep was sheared first. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore because I can just go over here and get all these, get all the wool I want from these guys. And then wait for some of these guys to either get more wool or grow up. Okay. So, I have the start of my purple wool. Oh, I'm kind of like referencing an Enderman now that I think about it, because it's purple wool. I think keeping it as a ceiling would look kind of cool. And I could round it off like that so that I could put in some lights. I have a decent amount of white wool, but I think... Oh, man. I don't think at all, actually. That's my problem. I don't think in the slightest. We're going to use 4 pieces of glowstone for this. Can glowstone melt snow? I know it can melt, like, snow layers, but I don't know if it can melt snow itself. We're just going to do that so that it's all nice and lit up. It looks so much better. Then throw down our... Wow. We really don't have any black wool, do we? Our 3 pieces of black wool. And, I guess make more ladders. And that's all we really can do while we wait for the sheep. So there's that ladder. Then there's that ladder. This ladder. And this ladder. Awesome. I kind of like jumping down and landing on a ladder, but I think a water feature might be cooler. It might not be the best idea, but dude, I'm like really indecisive this episode. I really don't know what to do. I have no idea what I could possibly do for anything right now. But we have 2 bookshelves now, which is great. We can toss those in and see. We can get like an idea. Oh, my goodness, I almost fell off. We can get a nice idea of what it could look like. I think that looks nice. We're definitely going to have to get a lot more wool, though. And that's really important that we do so now. Let's dye that guy, this guy, this guy. Collect all their wool. This guy just ate. I hate it when, like, you go into a sheep pen and you shear them as they're eating. So, like, you don't actually get any of the stuff they drop. Or, like, you could have, but you just didn't because you weren't lucky enough to get it. I don't think there are any more. We do have more sugarcane growing, though, which is great. Do you guys know that feeling? Speaking of sheep, I think they're absolutely the worst way to get any color in the game. They're both the worst and the best way. And now hear me out when I say this. What I mean is they have the worst possible drop rate. Because what do you mean I can get either 1 wool or 3? Like, give me the 3 wool. I want more wool. That's my big thing. I just want more wool. I always want wool. I think wool is colorful. And then you come out with, like, concrete, and it's even worse to get color on. Because now I have to deal with not only sheep being annoying but also I have to water my sand practically to get uh concrete. That's why I will never ever use concrete while building unless I have like a farm for it, because I don't want to have to duplicate it, because I feel like duplicating is kind of like, what the what the fuck, dude? Can Are you out of the fence now? He is. He's out of the fence. What? Okay. Absolutely awesome, I think. Alright, let's lead him back. Dude, how... Okay. Was he just pushed too far? Too close to the fence? Because I think that might have been it. I think he was just pushed too close to the fence. Which sucks, because I didn't know that was a thing that could have happened. I think sheep... Okay, going back to like what I was saying. I think sheep really did get a buff with the auto shearers. Like, those machines are just so good at what they do. Like, what do you mean I don't have to shear my sheep anymore? I can just make the shears, toss them in a pen, and they automatically give me wool. That is awesome, dude. That's amazing. But then you have some people uh, just using concrete. And do you guys know the concrete crafting recipe? The concrete crafting recipe is... Where is it? Here it is. The concrete crafting recipe is 4 sand and 4 gravel, plus whatever color you need. I have 16 sand. I am not at all... I have 16 sand and 1 piece of gravel. I am never making anything related to concrete ever in my life. I'm never touching this stuff because it is just so insanely extreme, the amount of just stuff, raw materials I need. And then you have concrete duplicators that take it, toss it through the end portal a bunch of times, and now you have hundreds of thousands of blocks of concrete. Now, if I were to ever do a giant build like some YouTubers do, then I would need hundreds of thousands of blocks of nothing but concrete. But I plan on using wool because I plan on making a bunch of farms. And that's literally it. That's all I want to do with my time in Minecraft is just make farms and make things look nice. And I think my house is looking extravagant. I haven't even checked like time on the video. I've just been talking and building. This is wonderful. This house looks wonderful. I am having an absolutely amazing time talking about my issues with sheep and concrete. But it's going to take a lot more time for us to get enough bookshelves for this whole area. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. It has been an absolute wonder. And if you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And on the screen right now, there should be something that YouTube recommends you, or you can just keep watching my videos back to back, all episodes, and I will see you guys next time.